Dear friends, welcome to another episode of Today in the What I Know. In this video, we will talk about the order to send the nuclear aircraft carrier, the SS Gerald R. Ford, to the Caribbean. With this gigantic and powerful boat reinforcing an impressive naval and aerial detachment is the confirmation that was missing from Trump's intention to definitively overthrow the dictatorship of Nicolas Maduro. On this Friday, October 24th, the Pentagon made an announcement that is literally shaking the international waters: the sending of the nuclear aircraft carrier, the SS Gerald R. Ford, to the Caribbean, the largest and most modern aircraft carrier in the United States Navy. According to the Pentagon, the goal is to combat drug trafficking, but the rumors point to something much bigger, maybe even a large-scale operation against Venezuela and against the regime of dictator Nicolas Maduro. But first, let's meet the protagonist of this story, the SS Gerald R. Ford, CVN-78. This colossus of the seas is the leader of the class, Gerald R. Ford, named in honor of the 38th President of the United States who served in the Navy during World War II. Built by Huntington Ingalls in Newport News, Virginia, Ford was commissioned on July 22, 2017 by Donald Trump during his first term. This ship is the largest aircraft carrier and the largest warship ever built, with a total cost of more than $13 billion, including research and development. The Ford has a displacement of about 100,000 tons when fully loaded, and its length is 337 meters, the equivalent of about 3 soccer fields lined up. The length of the convoy reaches 78 meters, and the height is impressive 76 meters. With all this, driven by 2 nuclear reactors, Bechtel A-1B, allowing a speed higher than 30 knots or more than 55 kilometers per hour, and an autonomy of up to 25 years before you need to refuel nuclear. Despite its size, its crew is comparatively smaller than that of the Nimitz-class aircraft carriers, with about 4,500 people, including the wing. In aviation, the Ford carries more than 75 aircraft, including F-35C, F/A-18 Super Hornet helicopters and drones that operate in a convoy equipped with an electromagnetic launch system of aircraft, the first of its kind in the U.S. Navy. It is an authentic floating fortress designed for global operations, with the ability to integrate future technologies such as laser weapons and unmanned aircraft. But what makes the USS Gerald Ford different from the 10 aircraft carriers of the Nimitz class that dominated the oceans for decades? The Nimitz class, such as the USS Nimitz or the USS Theodore Roosevelt, are icons, but the Ford represents a technological leap in every way. While the Nimitz uses a nuclear reactor that generates 200 megawatts of electricity, the Ford has 2 reactors that produce 600 megawatts or 3 times more, feeding more efficient and advanced systems and allowing much more intense operations. A key difference is the aircraft launch system, with the limits depending on steam catapults, which require a lot of maintenance and a lot of space to store steam. Ford uses the electromagnetic EMALS, which is more precise, generates 25% more airway, and is more gentle with the aircraft, reducing structural stress. Another advantage is the 25% reduction in crew thanks to extreme automation, which can save $4 billion in operating costs over 50 years. The radars are double band, more advanced for multifunctional detection, and the Ford is designed for the F-35C and drones from the beginning, contrary to the limits that are passing through adaptations to operate these aircraft. In general, Ford is more efficient, lethal, and ready for future wars, despite having faced delays and initial problems with EMALs and weapon elevators. Now let's get to the X of the question. Why send Ford to the Caribbean can indicate that President Trump's real goal is to attack Venezuela with full force, possibly even to defeat Nicolas Maduro. Officially, the Pentagon says it is to reinforce the fight against drug trafficking. But with so many means already in the region, including destroyers, cruisers, submarines, and 4,500 riflemen, this seems like an excuse to hide its real purpose. Ford is currently in Croatia, about 9,000 kilometers from Puerto Rico, and would take at least 7 days to reach the Caribbean at maximum speed. Its strike group includes destroyers, cruisers, and submarines representing a gigantic firepower, adding even more missiles to the hundreds that are already available in the Caribbean. With the increase of the American military detachment in that region since September, with 10 ships, surveillance planes, F-35 Hunts in Puerto Rico, and submarines, sending a gigantic and powerful nuclear aircraft carrier, accompanied by even more destroyers and cruisers, indicates an intention that clearly extrapolates the mission of simply hunting boats trafficking drugs. Maduro, not recognized by the United States as a legitimate leader, is seen as the ideal target for Trump, who would not have to worry about legal barriers. Given the fact that Maduro is not officially recognized as a legitimate elected head of state, which would greatly facilitate a possible mission to overthrow him. As, by the way, was highlighted this Thursday, October 23rd, by the Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, who said that the mission of the United States is to hunt and neutralize the members and leaders of the narco-terrorist organizations that act in Latin America. And for that, nothing better than the largest and most powerful warship in the world. And if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, subscribe now and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any news.